Congratulations. You achieved failure. Failure has been achieved, thank God. Now, the only place to go from failure is to win. You have to achieve failure. You have to take it that far. Nobody wants to go that far. It's too scary. But you know something? I got news for you. That's where winning is. It always has been. Nothing's changed since the 70s. Nothing. Except people train not as hard.
If God is going to give you the chance to become a successful person, He has to make it difficult. He has to lay out a gauntlet, because within that gauntlet, some people will quit and they can go become losers, which allow the people who do not quit to be winners. Every single winner feels the same as you do. The difference is they do not quit. If you never quit, if you never give up, if you never give in, you're going to get exactly what you wanted. All you had to do is not be a coward, and you still failed.
Your demons ain't gone. They just learned your schedule. They know when you skip training. They know when you scroll instead of grind. They wait for weakness and they always show up on time. You think rest heals you? Not if it turns into escape. Your demons feed off comfort. They grow in the silence, in the darkness. When you stop fighting and start coasting, you can't run from what's inside you. There's no vacation from pain. There's only one way out. It's killing every rep, every round, every day you show up. So don't relax, don't lie to yourself. Your demons are still here, and if you ain't getting stronger, they are.
Things beat me, but they didn't kill me. And I was able to work around them and figure out ways through it. So when I was in the worst time of my life in Hell Week, I looked at everybody and said, I'm the most trained person here.
Well, that's the truth.
I've gone through more mental torture than any of you all can even fathom. So I'm looking at the baddest people on the planet. I'm looking at them like this. I started looking at verses like, I don't belong here, versus like, I might be the baddest person to ever come here.
At the end of the day, you've got to feel some way. So why not feel unbeatable? Why not feel untouchable? Why not feel like the best to ever do it?
What if I told you you're only 6 months away from the life you've always dreamed of? The money, the body, the mindset, but only on one condition. You have to show up every fucking day from here on out. Up until now, that's not a price you've been willing to pay. But the reality is, there are graveyards full of men that wish they could be in your spot. 6 months to become the man you always knew you could be.
6 months. You know exactly what you need to do this year. Get you a better diet, go to sleep early, wake up early, work out, read a book, get the fuck off your phone and focus. I guarantee if you give me 6 months of that, you change your life, bro.
Don't wait 10 years. Don't wait 10 minutes. Don't even wait 10 seconds. The time to start is now. 6 months away. See you at the top, dog.
If you pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning and there's not a car or a person in sight. If you pan over here, it's the same thing. Not a car or a person in sight. People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the after it every daggone day. Stay hard.
Good times don't last forever. Neither do the bad times. It's gonna come, it's gonna go. And you just have to be ready to ride the storm and enjoy it for what it is. There's no light without dark. There's no joy without pain. That's the beauty of life, isn't it?
It's funny, man. People want to know how I'm always motivated. It's the unseen work, which you just said is a true statement. Those are false dopamine hits that people are giving you, man. There's no belief in that. These are teamwork dopamine. Like, I'm out running at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, in the gym, long sessions by myself. That's real. How I'm able to just extract dopamine, the good dopamine whenever I want. Man, I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone. And while I'm still hard on myself, I know what I did. So whenever times get bad for me, people, all this, who's gonna carry the boats and that's real. I hate that people know me for that guy, because that guy is not every day. Like, when they see me, they want that energy. That's not me every day. I can extract it immediately when I need to, because when you train alone, and I lived alone for so many years in this misery, and you're able to get out of it by yourself, I can take myself to such a level of real passion and purpose. And like, the feeling I get is something I can't even explain by myself. I don't need anyone. That's why people come to me to motivate them. No one can motivate me. And that's the one thing I'll say right now to people listening to this. A real person, a real alpha, a real go-getter, they ain't saying shit about nobody.
Correct.
That's why you will never, ever hear me dropping somebody's name, running my mouth about somebody. I don't know what you went through. I don't know what you're going through. I didn't wear the shoes you wore when you were a kid. I didn't grow up in your house. So guess what I do? Shut the up. Because first of all, we're too busy trying to grind and be better. Second of all, unless we know what we know, we shut our fucking mouths. But nowadays, there's not many real men who live by that creed of like, you know, if you're on social media running your mouth and shit, you're just a bitch. Real men ain't doing it. Real men don't care about that gossipy. Get to work, man. That's it.
In life, you have to have no fear. You have to have no fear. You have to believe in who you are and what you do, and just go fucking get it.
Go. All the what ifs and the scenarios that you create inside your own mind that are way worse than anything that is actually going to happen, they all disappear when you go. So just take action and start moving forward.
Let the fear of regret fuel you to take action. Today. Now. Be fucking fearless.
The best way to fight the demons that chase you in the night is to stop and turn around. Turn around. Face them.
The fear is never reaching your potential.
Fear is my friend. I love fear. Fear allows me to reach my highest potential.
If you're not going to get rid of fear, then use fear. Use fear or it uses you. It's that simple.
Fear is an illusion, but we have to have desire. We have to have something that pushes us. Fear pushes us.
And then one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back and go, God, I could have been great.
What existed for me was, okay, man, how am I going to make this work? And all I knew back then was hard work. The only way anything gets accomplished. That's all I heard back in those days. You gotta work hard. You gotta work hard. I'm not getting I can't get this paragraph. I can't remember what the in this paragraph to pass this test to get in the military. Read again. Still not getting it. Read again. But if you're not getting it, write it out. And that's how I started learning. And guess what happened? I got it. I got it. I can't swim. I'm negative buoyant. Go back again. I can't swim. Go back again. Go back again. Go back again. I got it. I realized if I keep going back and going back and going back until the just becomes, your mind was safe. Okay, we're gonna figure it out.
It'll find a way.
Because he is not going to stop. It's not like I'm gonna try one more time. No, it's just like alarm clock goes off, boop, we're going back. I gave myself no way out, and my mind realized that. They said, okay, we're gonna adapt and overcome now. If you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness. That's what people understand. By me running, I am callous in my mind. I'm not training for a race. I'm training for life. I'm training for the time when I get that 2 o'clock in the morning call that my mom is dead or something happens tragic in life. I don't fall apart. I'm training my mind and my body and my spirit so it's all one, so I can handle what life is going to throw at me. Because the life I've lived, it throws a whole bunch at you. And if you're not physically and mentally prepared for that, you're just going to crumble and you're good for nobody. This is greatness, true greatness. Let's say I'm the greatest tennis player of all time. And I did 22 years. I won all the Grand Slams. I beat Roger Federer. I am the best ever. And we're having an interview. And you're talking about my greatness, what I achieved. And I'm retired. And I'm answering your questions. Every question I'm answering, I'm with you. But in the back of my mind, all I'm thinking about is all the times I could have won those matches that I lost by not bringing my best mindset. You're haunted by all the opportunities that you missed by not bringing your best at that time when you could have won but you didn't win because you allowed life to interfere with that one shot. When you're sitting there getting ready to serve for the match, and your mind is not thinking about where that ball placement needs to be, but it's thinking about your family this, or this at work, or that at work. That's greatness. Greatness is your recall on every single shot that you missed throughout a 20-some year career. Every shot, you can go back and say, I was here. This person was in the red shirt there. Greatness is being so aware of the time of life in the second that went by, and you can recall it like it was yesterday. Greatness is being able to go back there, not making that same mistake again, and being haunted by it. That is greatness.
You know, I heard a quote today that hit a little different, and it said, sometimes nothing good happens to you because you are the good that happens to others. And man, that one stuck. Because if you've ever felt like you're out here giving it your all, showing up for everybody, holding it together, being the strong one, but nothing ever seems to come back your way, this might be why. You see, you are the blessing. The way you love, the way you protect, encourage, the way you stay solid in your character, even when you're tired. That's what keeps other people going. And maybe you ain't being overlooked. Maybe you were built to make an impact. And yeah, I know it gets heavy. I know that it feels unfair sometimes, you and me both. But don't let that make you forget who you are.
Let me give you one more piece of advice. And listen to me carefully, because this will be a video that will be clipped, and I will play it back in 2 years from now. Listen in your heart. Listen to me. Because in 2 years, when I play this video back, you're going to hate yourself for your lack of action. I know things you do not know. So in 2 years, when I ask you why you did not act, you have no excuse. You were told directly from me, you need to work, you need to dedicate yourself, you need to take these next few months seriously. 2025 has to be a year of winners. You need to stop being a idiot. You need to reflect on your life. You need to feedback. You need to analyze all of the mistakes you've made. You need to stop wasting your time so that you can focus on something for once in your life. Because time is running out. That is your warning.
If you want to be great, you want to be bad ever at what you do, you're going to be misunderstood by everybody. Because you're going to be so obsessed and so driven to get there, and that's what it takes.
That's the truth.
It takes every second of your life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of people. It is. But if you want to go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, question everything you do, you've arrived. When you are misunderstood to the point where people think you're psycho and you're nuts and you're this and that, why are you in the gym at 1 o'clock in the morning? You just got through doing an op for 13, 14 hours at the Ranger School, man, at the gym. What's wrong? You will never understand what is wrong with me. And that's why I'm so glad you don't, because I'm in the right spot. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive. Maybe you want to be nobody. Maybe you're happy exactly where you are in life, because obviously you are. Maybe you don't have the determination to be somebody better than who you are. And if you want to live with that, I'll support you in that. If you're good with being who you are, that every day you wake up and every day you smell like shit because you can't wash your body well, and your skin's messed up because your health's so bad, and you can't put your clothes on right, you need help with that makes you feel good. See, people are haunted. So I don't say much to them. I say exactly what I said to you, right there. Because I was once you. Their will is so small that they don't have any, and you can't give it to them. There has to be something. This is what I'm talking about now, because this isn't a hack. This has to be in you. Something in you has to wake up. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you. But if you don't have a little flame, just barely, you're done. And that's the harsh reality of this life that I want to get across so bad. You have to examine the insides of yourself. And what do you really want out of life? Your friend and a lot of people out here just don't want it. So guess what? Have fun with your life. Go from 3 to 350 to 400 to 450 to 500 because you don't want it. And that's the harsh reality. If you misunderstand what I'm saying right now today, the problem is you, and you don't want to fix it. There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you. You against you.